Nepal, a country located in the lap of the Himalayas. More than 6,000 rivers flow in this mountainous country. The flowing water of these rivers can be used to generate electricity. The electricity generated by moving water is called hydroelectric power, or in short, hydropower. Like solar energy and wind energy, hydroelectricity is also a clean and renewable source of energy. Nepal's hydropower potential is very high, thanks to abundant and reliable water resources. However, due to some technical, financial constraints and environmental concerns, it has been harnessed in only a small amount so far. There is significant untapped potential presenting ample opportunities. If Nepal succeeds in harnessing its untapped potential, it will be able to generate enough power to meet its own energy needs comfortably. Moreover, Nepal could export surplus hydropower to neighboring countries like India and Bangladesh. To achieve this, Nepal needs to invest in transmission lines and grid connectivity. Such infrastructure investment can generate substantial revenues for Nepal. Recently, India and Nepal signed a landmark agreement under which Nepal will export 10 gigawatt of electricity to India in the coming decade. This will enhance India's energy security. Given China's ambitions in the region, it is obvious that China will not be happy with this hydropower collaboration. China does not want Nepal's energy future to align with India. India's good relations with Nepal can act as a buffer against Chinese aggression. China is increasing its investment in Nepal, and Nepal has joined China's pet project, the Belt and Road Initiative. Unaware of the dangers of a debt trap, Nepal sees BRI as an opportunity. However, regarding China in general, the risk of an unsustainable debt burden is very high due to predatory lending practices and a lack of transparency. The opaqueness, feasibility, and hidden costs of Chinese-funded projects are additional concerns. While Nepal believes that China's Belt and Road Initiative will develop its infrastructure and economy, in reality, Nepal may find itself buried under a mountain of Chinese loans, compromising its economic sovereignty. Nepal is a landlocked country lacking direct access to any ocean or sea. China is to the north and India surrounds it to the east, west and south. Nepal shares borders with 5 Indian states: Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and Sikkim. Being entirely surrounded by land, Nepal lacks a coastline, relying on its neighbors to access seaports and trade routes. For example, Nepal utilizes India's Haldia and Visakhapatnam ports as well as China's Guangzhou and Tianjin ports for imports and exports. Nepal aims to balance its relations with both India and China, considering its national interests. India and Nepal share an open border, facilitating the free movement of people between the two countries. This unrestricted movement has fostered close economic, cultural, and family connections over time. A roti-beti relationship has been established. The spiritual thread of Hinduism and Buddhism further binds the two countries. Lumbini, the birthplace of Lord Buddha, is located in present-day Nepal. India also provides assistance to Nepal in developing various sectors such as infrastructure, health, and education. Under India's Neighbourhood First policy, cross-border rail links are being established at a rapid pace to improve connectivity. These links will facilitate reliable, affordable, and fast transportation, boosting trade, tourism, and people-to-people ties. Talking about military cooperation, there are regular joint exercises between the two countries. Recently, the 17th edition of the Surya Kiran Joint Military Exercise was conducted in India. India provides training and equipment to the Nepali army. The two countries cooperate in key areas such as border security, intelligence sharing, and counter-terrorism. Ecologically, Nepal is located in a very sensitive zone. this fragile zone is earthquake and flood prone. When natural disasters cause damage to life and property in Nepal, India is at the forefront of providing humanitarian assistance. The 1950 Treaty of Peace and Friendship exists between India and Nepal. The two countries cooperate in various sectors such as trade, security, and infrastructure. India is Nepal's largest trading partner, primarily due to the geographical proximity. The shared border facilitates easier transportation, providing Nepal with access to India's markets. There is also a significant amount of foreign direct investment from India in Nepal. Due to the increasing population and growing economy, electricity consumption in India is rising and the energy demand is increasing. Through power lines, the energy generated from the water of Nepal's rivers can illuminate Indian homes and industries across the border. Both countries can enhance collaboration in cross-border hydropower projects. India and Nepal can set an example of sustainable development and regional cooperation by collaborating in the energy sector. Like every relationship, everything is not always smooth between India and Nepal. Occasionally, there are border disputes and misunderstandings. Nepal claims Kalapani, Lipulekh, and Limpiyadhura, situated in the Indian state of Uttarakhand, as part of its territory. It also claims the Susta region of the Indian state of Bihar. However, these issues can be resolved through dialogue and diplomacy, and efforts are being made in this direction. Political relations between India and Nepal are on the upswing, with high-level visits from both sides. India and Nepal are together in many international groupings like SAARC, BIMSTEC, BBIN, etc. They share strong cultural, social and economic ties. Energy trade between the two countries will further strengthen the bond.